Like damn, she wanna afford to touch me. I say I want it, and she got it.
What's good? It's your boy Jay, that's me. Let's get into Bash in Berlin from August the 31st, 2024. A pretty decent pay-per-view for the most part. Enjoyed it. The main event, in my opinion, was a little bit too long for my liking, but it was still good nonetheless. So we kicked the show off with the first match of the night, which I thought it was going to be the co-main event or the main event itself. That was Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Championship. So Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens via the Crossroads. The match was solid. It felt like a match that you would see on Smackdown. That's the way they wrestled. They started off slow and everything else, pretty much. Cody, he hit a couple of the Cody cutters. He went for a third one, but his leg gave out. Now, Kevin Owens, he also hit a stunner in the match. Cody kicked out at 2. Kevin Owens was going to go for the pop-up powerbomb on the ring apron, but he chose not to. Well, actually, he did. So Kevin Owens, he's outside the ring and stuff, and I think Cody was going to go for some type of move. He dodged it, that being Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens hit Cody in the leg. In the knee. And Wade Barrett was getting pissed off at him on commentary, saying, "Man, go after him." But Kevin Owens couldn't bring himself to do it, and Kevin Owens told Wade Barrett to shut up and everything else. So, Kevin Owens, towards the end of the match, he went for a swanton bomb. Cody was able to get his knees up, and then he was able to hit the Crossroads for the 1, 2, 3, and he was hobbling. So, the match was solid. It was, like I said, it was good. It was long, but they were slowly teasing the heel turn of Kevin Owens, basically. It's that Kevin Owens really couldn't give in to his killer instinct. You know, the real him. He had to put on his facade. So, this is fine. I do expect us to get a second match, probably at Bad Blood, which would make perfect sense. You don't have to have them in like a stipulation type of match at all. You could just do a second match, and then maybe, that before the match happens, maybe Kevin Owens turns heel, and hopefully he does it on Smackdown. But we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Because for me, if Randy's going back to Smackdown, which he is, does Triple H want Kevin Owens to turn heel over Randy Orton? That's what we have to, fucking realize. Like, does Triple H really want Kevin Owens to turn heel over Randy Orton? Because like I said before, you can still get a second match out of Cody and Kevin. And I think that would be fine. And maybe once Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes are done, then we go into Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Randy beats Kevin Owens a couple times. And then I would say I would do the Randy Orton heel turn around Survivor Series. That's what I would do. So I would save it for a while, build it up. And you could have the match Cody versus Randy for the WWE Undisputed Championship at the Royal Rumble. We should get a trilogy of matches between the two. So the first one at the Royal Rumble, maybe the second one at SummerSlam next year, and maybe the third and final one. It would have to be a major pay-per-view. Maybe Survivor Series again. So I think that would be great. So maybe you have Cody Rhodes drop the title at SummerSlam to Randy Orton next year, and then he wins it back maybe at Survivor Series of next year as well. That's what I would do with it long term. But the Randy and Cody story, that's going to be epic when it happens. But with Kevin Owens, I did think that he's going to lose the second match with Cody. But now that Randy is going to be back, now that Randy's going to be back on SmackDown, we have to wonder if he'll be the one to deal with Kevin Owens after Kevin Owens is done feuding with Cody Rhodes. We'll have to wait and see. Moving on. Next match. This leads us into Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. They defeated the Unholy Union, Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, to become the new women's tag team champions. Makes sense. Again, this is another match that you could have done really on SmackDown. That's what it essentially felt like. And Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, albeit they are really good, but this match, to me, it had no damn heat to it. It was cold as ice. It is what it is. So, the win, the finish came when they hit a wheelbarrow DDT into a German suplex for the 1, 2, 3. So that was cool. Bianca. My girl seems to have no sense of direction, and it's a damn shame. I'm a massive fan of Bianca Belair. I love Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair should be built up as to where she's going after the women's WWE Championship once again. That's what Bianca Belair needs to be booked as. I like Jade Cargill. She's great. She's solid. She really is. But, I feel that, in my humble opinion, this is kind of beneath Bianca Belair. And we all know this is just to set them up to face each other at WrestleMania 41 next year. So, yeah, but I don't know, man. Like, I'm not really concerned about the women's tag team division in WWE. It's just not good. The Unholy Union, I guess they probably could go back to NXT. Basically, I don't see them being used on the main roster. Triple H gave them just a 2-month reign as champions. Not really all that important. What do you do with the Unholy Union going forward? I have no idea. It really doesn't matter to me. I could care less. It's just not that important. So Jade and Bianca winning was basically the right decision. It was smart. So it is what it is. But the match, like I said, it was all right. It didn't do much of anything for me. Moving on. This leads us into the strap match, which was the match of the night for me. This was great. I love this match. I thought that this would have been the co-main event. I really did, because it had a lot of story, and it still does have a lot of story and legs to it. I'm shocked that it went on third. I thought that the mixed tag match should have went on third, and this should have went on fourth. That's what I would have done if I was booking it. CM Punk defeats Drew McIntyre. So this match was physical. It was great. So Drew, he attacked CM Punk before the match even started and everything. He beat him down for a good 30 to 45 seconds. He dominated the first maybe 5 minutes of the match. CM Punk slowly began to come back. And like I said, the match was damn physical. It was great. So Drew hit the Claymore a couple times. Drew put CM Punk through a table twice. Because Drew put CM Punk through a table on the outside. I think he did like a back suplex or something like that. I wasn't paying attention. So the only way you can win this match is you have to touch all corners, and they all light up green. So, I mean, that's fine. I know a lot of people don't like that concept, but, you know, it is what it is. It makes sense. So, towards the end of the match, I think CM Punk, he hit not one, not two, but I think he hit 3 or 4 GTSs to win the match. So McIntyre kept slowly getting up from the GTSs that he took. When he did his 4th and final one, CM Punk was able to retrieve the bracelet from Drew McIntyre, and he hit the last turnbuckle and won the match. So this makes sense. This is great. CM Punk got a massive win back, and he won his first televised match in WWE. My bad. He got his first ever televised WWE win in over 10 years. So that was great. So this is excellent. Really good shit here. The feud's not over with by a long shot. We still have one more match out of them. Who wins this feud going forward? I'm hoping it's Drew McIntyre. He needs it. I feel like if McIntyre wins, it's fine. And I could see McIntyre maybe feuding with Gunther. But I do have a theory that as we get closer to Netflix, I do think that Gunther and CM Punk will probably cross paths with one another. I do expect for CM Punk to be the face of Raw when they go to Netflix in January. So I don't see Gunther being champion when they're on Netflix. That's not going to happen. So I would assume that CM Punk would face Gunther at Survivor Series, and CM Punk would be the one to defeat Gunther. Seeing that there is no pay-per-view in December, which is dumb as shit, but I think that's where they're going to go with this when it after Punk loses the feud to Drew McIntyre. What do you do with McIntyre going forward? I don't know. After the CM Punk feud, who knows? We know that Punk, his main feud is going to be with Seth Rollins at the moment, whenever he comes back. So maybe you have Seth Rollins and CM Punk. Maybe they feud over the title. Maybe that starts at Survivor Series. You know, CM Punk wins, and then Seth Rollins makes his epic return back, and you kind of build to that. You have their first match at the Royal Rumble, their second match at WrestleMania, and their third and final match at SummerSlam. So that's what they might do. That's what I would do if I was booking it. That's what I would do. Because CM Punk and Seth Rollins, that feud is going to be fucking money. So, yeah. CM Punk getting his win back is it's fine. It makes perfect sense. So they're now 1-1. And I do think that Drew McIntyre is going to be the one to win the overall feud. This leads us into the mixed tag. So, Dirty Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan versus the Terror Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. So, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, they defeat Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan. Match was okay. It was all right. I enjoyed it. Rhea was able to get her hands on Dom. She was able to put him in a tarantula. She was able to get like a suplex in on him as well. That was pretty cool. Liv Morgan, she played her heel role very well in this match. Same thing with Dom. So towards the end of the match, the Judgment Day, they came out. They got involved. Damian Priest fights them off. Same thing with Rhea Ripley. Rhea ends up getting the win for her team via the Riptide. So that's fine. The match was okay for the most part. Again, if I was booking this, I would have put this on maybe third. Like I said, I think that would have been a good place for it. Would be number 3. I just feel like the strap match should have been the co-main event. But this is fine. This makes sense. The feud's not over. We should get Liv and Rhea at Bad Blood. Some type of stipulation. And I do expect for Rhea to win the title, probably at Bad Blood. And then you can just feud Rhea and Liv into for the remainder of the fall. Well, going into the fall, into the winter. So that's fine. I know people have said that Liv needs a heavy, and she does. I've got 2 suggestions. Suggestion number 1 could be Raquel Rodriguez, but I think she's injured. I looked into her because we haven't seen her in months. So I think she's injured, so she's out for a bit. I forgot how she got injured, but she's going to be out for a bit. I know another person who could be Liv's bodyguard could be Izzy Dane from NXT. I think that would be pretty good. So, yeah. Main event of the evening. Gunther defeats Randy Orton to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. Match was good, but it was a bit too long. It was slow because Randy works slower matches. Obviously, he's older, and that's always been Randy's style. The referee gave a lot of discretion in this match. You know, he was able to allow Orton to use the steel steps and stuff. Orton worked on Gunther's shoulder. He threw him into the steel steps a couple times and everything. Orton did his famous back suplex through the table to Gunther. Orton hit an RKO on Gunther. Gunther kicked out. And Gunther, he put Randy to sleep via the sleeper hold. So, again, that's fine. It makes sense. I don't know who Gunther's next opponent is going to be going forward. I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine, and Randy is going back to Smackdown. So, it is what it is. Gunther, my only issue with Gunther is he doesn't have a finisher. I would either use the Last Symphony or use the triple powerbomb. That's what I would do as a finish. And maybe he could use his sleeper hold as a signature. So I think that's what I would do. But overall, the show itself was okay. I thought it was good. You know, the strap match for me arguably was the match of the night. Randy Orton and Gunther did pretty well. It was just a little bit too long for my liking. You could have shortened it by like 15 minutes or whatever. Cody and Kevin Owens, they worked a really good match. It's just slowly building towards Kevin Owens' heel turn. The Judgment Day stuff was really cool, so that was good. Bianca and Jade Cargill becoming the tag team champions once again. That's fine. So, yeah. But what did you guys think of Bash in Berlin? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.